we are down to the final two teams at the World Cup. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today welcome to my World Cup third place playoff and final prediction. Of course, the World Cup is officially ending tomorrow, in fact, and it's kind of mental how the World Cup is nearly over now. It's been a great tournament. There's been so many memories that have been unlocked in this tournament, and yeah, I mean, we've got two more games to go. We've got the third place playoff tonight, and of course tomorrow we have got the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. So yeah, make sure to smash a like, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright then, so we will start with a game that is absolutely pointless, aka the third place playoff in Miami, which is France versus England. Of course, France losing their semi-final against Spain, and England losing our semi-final against Argentina. I mean, to be honest, from an England point of view, no one really cares about this game, to be honest. It's a game that us fans don't care. I don't think the players really care, and by the sounds of it, it looks like the manager doesn't really care. And if there is anyone from France watching this video, do you guys care about this game? I mean, it's an absolutely pointless game, in my opinion. I mean, you don't see a third place game in the Euros or the Copa America. You don't see a third place game in club competitions like the Champions League, the Europa League, the Europa Conference League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. I just don't understand why the World Cup does a third place playoff. It's absolutely meaningless. I mean, I guess, I mean, the only reason why they are doing it, they only have a third place playoff, I should say, is because FIFA generates some money out of it. That's the only reason why it's there. But I mean, overall, no one cares about this game. I mean, people are saying this game actually might be better than the final itself. Who knows? Obviously, we'll talk about the final in a minute. But I do expect both teams to kind of rotate their teams a little bit. I do expect France and England to play players that haven't really played as much, and I expect. I don't know actually. I mean, will some of the big players be rested? Because the Golden Boot could be decided in this game. Well, it is going to be decided, but the Golden Boot race is heating up. You've got Mbappe's in it, Bellingham, Kane, and even in the final as well. Mainly, well, Messi's in it. I mean, none of the Spain players are in there, so the Golden Boot race really is between Mbappe, Kane, Bellingham, and Messi. So maybe the game is a little bit important in terms of the Golden Boot. But overall, like I said, the game is pointless. The game is absolutely meaningless. No one cares about this game, and I mean, you're just playing for pride, really. Well, you are playing for third, but overall, you're just playing for pride. You're just looking to go out on a win, really. I mean, for England, I don't really care what happens. If we win, then great. I guess we finish third, our best finish in a World Cup since 1966. But if we lose, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be upset or anything. I really don't care what happens tonight, to be honest. I think it's the same with the French, to be honest. I think if you're a France fan, if you win, okay, well done, you finish third. At least you get to go home with something. But if you lose, then it's like, oh wow, who really cares? But overall, I mean, I do think France are a better team. I mean, France's second team is still brilliant anyway. You know, they've got Cherki, Barcola, Mateta. France's B team's great anyway. But yeah, I think France will win, to be honest. France are a better team than England. So yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 to France. But overall, this game is just pointless. Let me know in the comments if you're going to watch it tonight, the game, the third place playoff. I probably will watch it because I've got nothing else to do. But I really don't care about this game. So yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 to France. And France will take third place at the 2026 World Cup. But let's move on to the game that actually matters, and that is the World Cup final, which is Spain against Argentina. You can see just behind me the two flags of each country in the final are right next to each other. And yeah, I mean, sad that England aren't in it, but Tuchel decided to absolutely blow it. So yeah, but overall, hopefully it should be a good game. I have seen some people saying that the final isn't going to be great, it's going to be quite boring. I think it will be a good game, but I did say this to my mates yesterday, that I think it will be a good game, but I do feel like both teams might be a bit defensive, and that's what might ruin the game a little bit. But overall, I'm hoping for a great final, and also I am hoping for a Spain win. I'm telling you right now, I want Spain to win this game. I need Argentina to finally be humbled. I need Messi to be humbled. I need the whole of the Argentina team to be humbled. I need FIFA, and in particular, I need Gianni Infantino to be humbled, because, I mean, Argentina, I mean, the only reason why they've kind of got it is because they've cheated their way, pretty much. There's been some very questionable refereeing decisions in Argentina's route to the final. And yeah, but overall, I do hope Spain win, to be honest. I just want Spain to win, because overall, I don't like Argentina. You can call me bitter down in the comments. You can call me salty. And you can say in the comments, oh, he's still crying. I don't really care. I just want Argentina to get beat, because they're just massive cheats, to be honest. But anyway, enough crime. Let's actually talk about the game. I mean, you know, in Argentina, I think the pressure is kind of more on them, to be honest, than it is Spain. You know, Argentina won the last World Cup. They're back-to-back finalists. And only one team throughout the World Cup's history has successfully defended it, and that was Brazil. Brazil won it in 1958 and successfully defended it 4 years later in 1962. So the pressure is on Argentina. Can they go back to back? And I don't know, we'll have to see really, but this won't be easy for Argentina, because Spain, they've done well to get to the final. Fair play to them, actually, because Spain started slow. The opening game for them against Cape Verde, which they drew 0-0, and rightfully so, really. The reaction out in Spain through with all the Spanish media, they weren't happy, Spain. But I do feel like, and I think most people will agree with me here, Spain have improved in the tournament. Like, they started slowly, but they've progressively got better throughout the tournament. And I mean, I think the game against France the other day, I mean, Spain absolutely deserved it. France simply just didn't turn up. France just didn't turn up, and Spain thoroughly deserved it. You know, players like Lamine Yamal had a great game. Rodri in midfield was really good, and Spain thoroughly deserved to get to the final. As for Argentina, I mean, you've got Argentina won that game because of Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel decided to go ultra defensive too early, and Argentina, I mean, we literally gave them an invitation and they accepted it. You know, we took all our attackers off, we brought all our defenders on, and Argentina were like, okay, they're just going to sit back for half an hour. Let's just bring on a load of attackers, and you know, let's just, you know, push them back, keep pushing them back. Let's dominate the ball, create loads of chances. And I mean, just the minute since Anthony Gordon scored, I think you kind of knew probably Argentina were going to win that game, because maybe it was predictable that Tuchel was going to do that, because you saw it in the Norway game. You know, towards the end we were defending for our lives, really. The Mexico game we were holding on, defending for our lives, and even in parts of the opening game against Croatia we were quite defensive as well. So maybe it was bound to happen. And I mean, I still don't understand why you parked the bus against Argentina with so long to go. But Argentina, they brought all the attackers on, and you can probably say they deserve to win the game in the end. And yeah, but still, my point does stand. I mean, well, my point does stand. I think they have cheated their way to the final. I mean, do they deserve to be in the final? I mean, I don't think they do, to be honest. They have. I mean, they have. I mean, you look at their opening knockout game against Cape Verde. They just about won that. They just about beat Egypt. Then what? Then they just about beat Switzerland, and I mean, would you say they just about beat England? I mean, technically they did because they scored a late winner to go through. But personally, I don't think Argentina really deserve a spot in the final, to be honest, because they haven't really been as convincing, to be honest, in my opinion. But I just guess it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, they found Argentina. You know, they found a way, and hence why they're in the final. And that just kind of shows the mentality that Argentina have. Even when they're not playing well, even when they are behind, they still find a way. That is why they are the world champions, Argentina, because they have that mentality of champions. They have that mentality of winners. And, I mean, I think that mentality will be tested in this game because, obviously, it is the final. Both teams, obviously, want to win because, you know, the World Cup's on the line here. You know, to win the World Cup, it's a dream for these players. It's well, obviously, when I was a kid, obviously I wanted to go pro and all that. Obviously, I'm not. But and even, you know, when I was a kid, everyone wanted to go pro and win the World Cup and trophies like that. But, you know, but for these players playing tomorrow, I mean, I know, mate. Well, half of the Argentina team have already won it, but they want to win it again. Still, it's still the World Cup. Doesn't matter if you win it once. If there's a chance to win it again, of course you want to win it again. But Spain. I think Spain will. I mean, well, don't get me wrong. Argentina will be up for it, but I do think Spain will be a little bit more up for it, simply because it's their first final in 16 years. You know, they are a great team, and you know, and plus as well, I think Spain will realise that their people have waited so long to finally see their nation win a World Cup. It's been so long, 16 years to be exact, since Spain last won the World Cup. You may remember it, South Africa 2010, Andres Iniesta scoring in the 116th minute to win the game for Spain against the Netherlands. They've waited so long, Spain, to win the World Cup. And I just feel like, you know, the players obviously will give it their all because none of them have won the World Cup before. And I want to do it. They want to do it for their people. They want to do it for every Spanish person, because every Spanish person has waited quite a long time to win the World Cup. And to be honest, I think coming into it, I do think Spain, I mean, how do I word this? I mean, I do think Spain are kind of a bit better coming into it. I think if you're looking at form-wise, and well, form-wise, obviously both teams have been great, but I think if you're looking in terms of performances and consistency in performances, then you probably would say Spain are slightly edging it and probably are the favourites coming into it. But I mean, I mean, the problem is if Spain are 2-0 up, you know, people will say, "Oh yeah, it's game over," blah blah blah. But it's Argentina. They always find a way, and we've seen it in this tournament. They were 2-0 down to Egypt, and they found a way. They struggled against Cape Verde. They were close to going to penalties against Cape Verde. They found a way. Spain, for me, you know, if Spain are like 2-0 up, and De La Fuente thinks, "Oh yeah, it's game over, let's just sit back for the rest of the game." De La Fuente, don't do that, because this Argentina team knows how to find a way. So Spain, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the game plan is from Spain and from Argentina as well, to be honest. But yeah, but in the end, obviously there's got to be a winner. And, you know, Argentina, I think they have been quite lucky, you could say, in some games. You know, I mean, with the refereeing decisions. But, you know, like I said, they find their way every time. But will it happen in the final? Will it happen in the game that matters the most? I don't think it will. I think the problem with Argentina is, I think they are too open defensively. And Spain, I think, have got players on the attack that can hurt them. Lamine Yamal, Baena, Olmo, Oyarzabal. I think they can hurt Argentina's defence. I think they can. And plus as well, Spain defensively are very solid. They've already conceded 1 goal all tournament, Spain. 1. Which is mental. And that was in the quarter-final against Belgium. 1 goal conceded all tournament. Spain as well, I think they're one of the best teams in terms of possession. It is so difficult to get the ball off Spain. They keep the ball so well. They move the ball so well. And I think that's where Argentina will struggle. You know, they're going to struggle to get the ball off Spain. They're going to struggle to get past that defence. Spain are they're a team that's together. They're solid defensively. They're really good in possession. And they're really good on the attack. And for me, that's why I've gone with a 3-1 Spain win. I just think Spain, like I said, they're good defensively. They're really good in possession. And I think Spain have got the players that can hurt the Argentina defence. I'll give it a go, Argentina. Argentina have got players that can hurt Spain as well. But I just think Spain, I think if you look at both teams, I think most people will say Spain are a better side. And for me, I think Spain will be lifting the World Cup on Sunday. I think Rodri will be doing this on Sunday. But yeah, I think Spain are going to win. 3-1 Spain. You've heard it here first. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen in the final. Well, there you go. That's the end of this video. That's the end of the World Cup content. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support throughout the World Cup. And, yeah, I'll see you very soon. Adios.